Hi, I'm Finley, the founder of Finley's House, and I've been nominated for Independent Business of the Year at KLAT Awards 2025. Before I was working with latex, I was actually crocheting with t-shirt yarn. And I was interested in playing with things in 3D and going from 2D to 3D in like almost sculpture-esque type of things, which is what really intrigued me to crocheting. And then whilst I was doing that, I started kind of going into more like underground places and like looking at like how people are with materials and what they do with their like outfits, I suppose. And I kind of got a glimpse into the fetish world, into like queer raving and how people use them types of materials like leather and latex, which sort of led me into wanting to work with latex. So I went online and found a latex kit, and as soon as I opened it, it was like I didn't want to touch anything else. The shift between kind of like fetish wear and everyday wear was straight away. The one thing that stopped me from playing with latex before, or even like owning something that was latex before, was because I didn't really know where else I was meant to wear these pieces, and I thought that like it only lived in this one space. So once I started working with it, it was really important for me to design things that could just be worn in a fetish space, in a rave, in a nightwear, but also like at a cocktail bar and to like a club or to a pub. And that was kind of like intentional from the get-go, because I was interested by the fact that this material had such a specific space that it sat, and even mentioning the material can take people back and stop people speaking, which I find really interesting. And I like the shock factor of it. I like the shock value of like understanding why, before you even look into what something was, just the word itself has so much like meaning behind it. And I wanted to play with that in spaces outside of that underground world that it lives in. It was really incredible to see it in like a styled space, and just to work with Max as well on it was like really like so much fun. It's very surreal, actually, I think, to kind of like, because I'm an online brand and because I don't really like tend to see my stuff out and about in the world as much. That was one of the first times that I'd really like seen my pieces in a space in front of people and having like reactions to it. And yeah, it was just like a really incredible experience that I definitely am like not gonna forget about. The pop-up came about just from meeting other designers, and I was gonna do the pop-up with somebody else, and we were kind of set to do that, and she ended up not being able to do it. So I kind of looked at like my brand and where I was at, and I just got this itch inside me that was like, no, this is time. Like I'm ready to like take that leap, and it would be the first thing that I was going to be doing in person. It'll be the first time people will be able to see my pieces, to try them on, and in like a completely different world that I'm used to. So I just like went in with like to the deep end and just decided like it was the best thing for me to do. So that's kind of how it came about. And yeah, I just spent some time sort of thinking about what was the best way to bring myself into that space. And I decided to make a bit of like a mini collection. So I made the I Heart New York latex top, which was like so much fun. And then brought out some other pieces as well to go with me. And when I went, it was yeah, a really surreal experience. I was there for like 2 days at the pop-up, and I sold out of everything, which is like, I didn't expect that, and it really took me back to like see how people react to my stuff in person, and be able to see kind of like that emotional experience people are having to my creations like there and then, was like, yeah, really, really overwhelming actually, but really incredible experience. And since I've been back from there, it's just been like put like a fire in me to just keep going, and like this is what it was all about, and this is exactly what I was striving for. All the hard work that I put in was all for like this moment, and I just want to get to the next time that I can do that again. So yeah, that's kind of where I'm at with it after that. When I found out about the KLAT nomination, I was just like so excited to be a part of something that was also going on in Cardiff that felt really like in the same kind of lane of what I was doing. Being in Cardiff and creating things in Cardiff holds a really special space for me, because coming from London to here, for a lot of people, feels like you should be doing the opposite way round. But actually, it was coming to Cardiff that allowed me to have the space and the time and the ability to create what I'm doing now with Finley's house. And knowing that that was kind of the same story as KLAT as well is really nice and like super special to be able to be in the same like space with KLAT. I think that like being nominated for the Independent Business Award for me is just literally can't. It feels very imposter syndrome to even say that like I'm doing something that would be put in that category, and having being like next to other people that have made these like incredible brands and incredible businesses. Feels really special, and I think on the awards I'm definitely excited to just be able to like celebrate all of us that have like put in so much effort and so much care and so much work, and just have a night off to like really celebrate ourselves, which I'm really excited about. The first person I'll probably think about is my 13-year-old self. I definitely think that looking back, I would never have believed I'd been able to have, like, even be in this space. And I think that like doing that little person proud is something that is going to feel like